back to Cobra Kai Karate. Today we're here with episode 10 of Cobra Kai Network with Cobra Kai Zone, and also a huge guest, Watch Party. Watch Party, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. It's a fun day. Happy to be here for the first time.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming on. If you guys don't know who Watch Party is, he has his own YouTube channel with like I think 40,000 subscribers. He makes amazing theories, awesome videos, and everyone go check out his channel. I'll put in the link in the descriptions when I'm done filming. But anyway, for this video, we will be talking about Cobra Kai and everything. But right before we begin, I do want to ask for everyone, what is your favorite Cobra Kai season and why? So I guess we'll start with Watch Party. What's your favorite Cobra Kai season and why?
For me, I'm still going with season one. It was about as close as a perfect season as you could get, as far as I'm concerned. It connected in ways I didn't expect. I mean, I knew the movies and was curious about what this was all going to be, and I think it just flowed. It was amazing. It was as great of a viewing experience as you can get. I said season 4 has gotten close to that, matched it in maybe even some points of what, maybe not quite the whole season. So that's why I still put season 1 first. But it's about as best television as I've seen, certainly in a very long time too.
Okay. Cobra Kai Zone. Well, what's your favorite and why?
That's tough. I do like season 1, and I made a video a while ago, right when season 4 came out. I put it at number 1, but that was when I just watched it and I was excited and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But when I put it into more realization, I think I like season 3 the most. It's a little slow, but I just love the Miyagi-Do episode when Daniel goes to Okinawa. I just love that just because I love Karate Kid Part 2.
Right. So episodes 4 and 5, especially.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. I said episode 5 was my favorite episode of that season. So I definitely understand what you're saying there.
Yeah, for me, it's actually going to be season 4. I do love season 1. Season 1 was great. It's just the way they brought back Karate Kid and everything they did with that season. It was just so perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But I think season 4 was great, and one of the best things about it was Terry Silver. Terry Silver was my favorite villain ever made, and the way they brought him back, how they brought him back, was just great. And maybe it will change eventually along the lines, because I am still super excited that we got a new season. But for right now, it's going to be season 4. But season 1 is definitely, season 1 and 3 are definitely the best, one of the best ones. Season 2 is great, but for me, I put season 2 at my least favorite season. But with season 5 coming out, another thing a lot of people are talking about, like when what's the release date? I know me and Cobra Kai Zone we made a video talk about it might come out in the summer, it might come out August, December. But Watch Party, I'm curious, when do you think season 5 will come out?
Well, as far as we know, if we just look at what we do know they finished shooting it. That was in December. So they're in the post-production. Post-production does take them a while. It could last them 3-4 months. So they could be in post-production through April, even maybe through the end of April. Is not unreasonable to expect that. And then, at some point it moves over to the marketing department and they do their sort of marketing thing. These are the people, who make the trailers and the posters and, figure out how are we going to promote this? They have to literally start from the beginning and figure all that out. It's a group of people. So what's the time frame? I think, and then we'll just go from what we officially know, which really isn't much. It's just Josh Heald or whatever the co-creator, one of them, he said, it's as far as they know at this time, and this was at the beginning of January, so about a month ago now. But Netflix was going to stick with the pattern they have towards the end of the year. Now that could change. How does it change? Maybe I could see the earliest it comes out would be late summer or early fall. So we're looking at when Cobra Kai first dropped on Netflix. It was actually August 28th. So something, I think the earliest you could see season 5 would be like the end of August or September. I don't really see it coming before that. So anywhere from there till the end of the year. It'll definitely be this year, 2022, but like that could mean December 31st, which is a very long time away. So that's your thinking. I think if you just think somewhere between like late August to the end of the year.
And when do you guys think Cobra Kai season 6 is going to begin filming?
Well, that's a really good question. We know just from what Netflix has released, it's one of their most popular shows. It was getting more watched hours than anything, even The Witcher, which is also like a really big show. All 4 seasons were in their top 10. So it's like so Cobra Kai had 4 of the top 10. So that's in it itself, like really amazing. So we don't know officially if it's been renewed for season 6, but I think we can realistically assume it probably will be, if it already hasn't already, and they're already working on it. So like, and what happened is for season 5, the show was renewed for season 5, but they didn't announce it and we didn't know. So if you go back to last summer, they were in post-production on season 4, doing all the post-production, the music and editing and all that stuff. But they were actually writing season 5 at the same time. That is to say, they did their writer's room. So that's where basically the 3 producers and the writers all get together and basically talk out each episode and figure out what's going to happen. And that in itself takes 2 to 3 months. I don't know the exact time frame, but maybe somewhere probably from 2 to 3 months. And so they were doing the writer's room and post-production at the same time. And then suddenly they went into production. The reason I say that is maybe they're doing the writer's room for season 6 right now, but they didn't announce it just because that's a different thing. That's different people at Netflix who handle that announcement. And they decide when they want to announce it. So they could be writing season 6 right now, and we don't know it, which could mean season 6 could go into production in the summertime, for all we know, at the earliest. We do know like Sholo's got the Blue Beetle coming up, big movie. I think they're going into production like right now, if they're not already in, or very soon. But that's now. This is winter, spring. It's not unreasonable they could be ready to shoot in summertime.
Yeah.
I think season 5 will come out August or September.
You're optimistic.
I think season 6 will definitely come out 2023. But another thing that I think that they will do is a spin-off series. Netflix done with Breaking Bad, which was great. So for the spin-off series, when do you guys think it's going to come out? What do you think it's going to be about? Because I know I have my idea, but what do you guys think?
Watch party, you want to go first?
Okay. I did a video. Well, actually, it was a live stream with Peter from Cobra Kai Companion. That's a podcast, and we talked about the potential of a Miyagi spin-off series. This is what many of us fans have talked about. It seems like if you're just looking at a character where there's a lot of potential story to tell, that hasn't been told, Miyagi's backstory, pick from when he was a kid in Okinawa to when he first came to America. He was in World War II, or after the war, like would be the 1950s or something. You have all this time and stuff to explore Mr. Miyagi. So there's a lot there to work with. Plus there were vague hints by Robert Mark Kamen. He's the original writer of The Karate Kid, that he may be involved. And he's even said he felt like he was the only one who could truly write Mr. Miyagi, just because he knows the character so well. So that, as far as what I would be pushing for or hoping for a Mr. Miyagi show, as far as when, that is a really good question, because honestly, other than announcing stuff is, potentially in the works, they haven't given any other clues. Sooner would be better more than later, but we don't quite know. So maybe 2023 at the earliest, though. I don't think this year.
Yeah.
I believe so. I originally thought when I was thinking spinoff, Eagle Fang, just because that's the other dojo. But looking like that, but that was like a couple months ago, and now that just doesn't make sense because they would either have to make like a sequel or something. So and then in a recent videos I have said I think that there will be like a Mr. Miyagi, like a Mr. Miyagi prequel or something, or like a series. But I think the real question on the release date is if they're gonna if they're gonna publish it during Cobra Kai, like while Cobra Kai is still going,
Right.
after Cobra Kai.
Right. Are they running simultaneous or not?
Yeah, I think I don't think they would be doing it at the same time as Cobra Kai. Maybe like in between the seasons, I guess. But yeah, that actually was I was thinking as well. Oh, for the Mr. Miyagi prequel, that's what I want. For like a TV show, maybe it can be like 8 episodes, 10 episodes. I'm not sure, but I Mr. Miyagi is one of my I think it's my second favorite movie character, fictional character of all time. I love him, and if Mark Cameron is going to come back and write it, I did not know that, and I think that would be the best way to do it. But we do need to notice. I know some people do not like the idea because Pat Miorda did pass away, and
Right.
they would have to cast a younger person or possibly do like a deep fake. And some people said that wouldn't pay respect or to Pat Miorda. But do you think they would cast someone else, or do you think they'd do a deep fake? What do you say? What do you think they would do?
Oh, I don't think they would do a deep fake. For various reasons. First off, it's the budget, and I don't think they would do that because I think they would intend to, whatever it would be, they would cast a younger actor who could play him. Very similar to what they did with Kreese, right? In season 3, they found an actor who, kind of looked like a younger Kreese, and and it worked. And I think that's what they would do. I don't think the deep. It's not Star Wars, so it's not.
Yeah.
Um,
I agree with Watch Party on this. I don't think they would make like a deep fake just because of mainly because of the budget, and also just be so much easier just casting a younger guy.
Yeah, they're going to need an actor anyway because they're going to need an actor to be playing it. So, like, why would they just cast an actor to play it and then digitally alter him in every shot? You're committing to multiple seasons of that. Yeah, there's no reason to do that.
And also, like in Star Wars, but in like Star Wars, I don't know if you guys like watch that a little bit, but like, have you guys watched like Mandalorian? I just in case
I've seen like when Luke showed up, yeah.
Okay. So when like Luke showed up, that's only been like multiple appearances. That's like different than like a whole TV show based around that character.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. I think they'd cast someone else, and I think it'd be a great TV show because there's so much you can do. I mean, him from Okinawa, him and Sato, Yukie, and everything, and then of course when he leaves, he gets another wife, the World War II, and I think Mr. Miyagi's background is a thing that wasn't explored that much or as much, and I think that would be the best way to go. So yeah, if they do that, I'll be definitely super excited for that. But real quick, moving away from Cobra Kai, we do have an announcement to make. Real quick, that me and Cobra Kai Zone are going to do. We filmed a movie together where it's called Cobra Kai Creators Under Attack. We already finished filming and also Watch Party makes a cameo in it. We can't give away what exactly he does. We'll wait till that gets released, but make sure to watch that. It'll be posted on both of our channels, Cobra Kai Zones and Cobra Kai Karates. But yeah, we'll make a trailer and everything. So yeah, make sure to check that out. And thank you, Cobra Kai Watch Party for entering.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm looking forward to it. I want to see the final product.
Yeah, we actually, I think Cobra Kai Zone. You made a television show, right?
Oh yeah, I'm working on this television show called Decloaked. We have actually just 2 days ago we finished filming, and I'm still working hard on editing, but it took us a long time to film just because, I mean, we're not like an actual production. Like, that's not the only thing we do. So we have like sports and stuff. So like we filmed like maybe once a week, and there's going to be like 5 episodes, and they're going to be around 15 minutes. That's going to come around like maybe April, I think. What we're
That's cool.
thinking.
Yeah. But anyway, back to Cobra Kai. Season 4 was great, but season 5, there's a lot of great predictions out there. I know I made a couple of them, but another great prediction, I think probably the biggest prediction for season 5 is Mike Barnes returning, which I think it's 100% yes.
Mm-hmm.
How would he return? That's the thing I'm just doing. Would he still be Karate's bad boy from Karate Kid 3, or would he more change like Terry Silver? And well, I'm watch party. I'm not sure if he made a video about it. I'll have to go look back and see. But what do you think, Mike Barnes? How will he appear? When will he appear? And yeah.
Well, I talked a little bit about him because yes, I agree. I think he's going to come back. In fact, see, I had a video because I think Sean Kanan was messing around with Peyton List on set.
Yeah, I saw that.
Because he was joking with her that he was her father, and she got confused and is like, "Wait, is he serious? Is that what's going on here?" But so I think that was going on set. Just as like joking between the actors there. I do think he's going to show up. It not in like episode 1. I think maybe a little bit later into the season. I can't say 3, 4, 5, but somewhere around there. A little bit later into the season, he'll show up, and but I think it's kind of strongly hinted. They're pretty obvious with how they hint at the end of the season. And then so we have Terry Silver saying, I'm sure I can find some old friends to help out with the dojo. So I think, and so Mike Barnes is definitely the one everyone's looking forward to. Now, as Aziz's karate bad boy, that's kind of a hard question to answer, just because in the end we don't really know. How do they? It'll be how the writers decided, to envision what happened after Karate Kid 3, and then in the interim years. I tend to think so. I tend to think like he stayed a fighter, a tournament fighter or something, and has a long record of like wins and winning tournaments and fights, maybe professional fights and stuff like that. But we'll just have to see until we get some info from the trailer or something.
Yeah. Yeah, Mike Barnes was a great character, and I actually think, he was great at karate, and I don't think he just let it go. So I actually think that he may have opened up his own dojo, done something like that, and I don't know. Maybe he'll come back and he won't really be with Terry Silver. Maybe he'll actually try to help, but you never know. I'm super excited what they do with it. And actually, Cobra Kai Zone, he actually interviewed Sean Canyon, the actor of Mike Barnes,
Mm-hmm.
and so Cobra Kai Zone, since you interviewed him and you also have great Fury videos, how do you think he's gonna return, and how do you think he's just gonna be in season 5 if he does?
Yes.
Return?
So I have a video actually coming out today, talking about how I think he won't be in episode 1, but I think he'll be in the future episodes. I believe he'll be in episode 2 or 3, and I believe that's when I feel like he's gonna be at the end of the episode.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I think they'll do that. But when I asked Sean Kanan about Cobra Kai and about Cobra Kai season 5, I didn't want to ask him directly because I knew he wouldn't answer. Yeah, I'm in Cobra Kai. So I asked like, what dojo would Mike Barnes be in if he were to be in Cobra Kai season 5, and he answered exactly what Cobra Kai Karate said. That maybe Mike Barnes would start his own dojo, and I think that would be very cool. But I don't know if he would say that publicly, like an exact spoiler. But I don't know. I think Mike Barnes is just such an iconic, cool character that I think he'll 100% be in the show eventually, and I do believe he'll be in season 5 and maybe join Terry Silver at the start, maybe start his own dojo. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna end this. Right now, we've gone for about 20 minutes. Last question, I guess. What is your favorite character in Karate Kid, and Karate Kid, Cobra Kai, the whole universe? Who's your favorite character, and I guess why? I guess I'll start with Watch Party. Who's your favorite Karate Kid or Cobra Kai character, and why?
Ooh. See, it's hard because whenever people ask me that, I just give them a list of characters, right? I don't ever like to name one, you know. I do always say, like, at least as far as the show's concerned, I love Hawk, but I also love Johnny and Miguel, and if you're adding the movies in, well, I'm gonna say Mr. Miyagi. He's just so cool and such a just joy to watch. You love everything about him, and you love to how he was teaching Daniel and stuff. And of course Daniel too. So I don't. Sorry, I can't give you one, but basically those. I think I named all the main ones there for you.
Cobra Kai Zone. Do you have one?
I agree with Watch Party. I have like a list too. I have like Mr. Miyagi, of course, Daniel and Johnny, the original ones. I have to put Robbie in. I love Robbie's story arc in all of Cobra Kai. Miguel, Hawk, it's just tough to make a decision on one guy.
Yeah, for me, of course, if you're just talking about Cobra Kai and the characters in there, I would go with Johnny. But if you're talking about the whole franchise, of course, I would go Mr. Miyagi as well. I mean,
Right.
he's just great. I can't even explain how great he is. He's just amazing, and that's why I'm super excited if they do make a Mr. Miyagi prequel. I think it'd be great. But I love every character. I mean, I understand every character, even John Kreese. I mean, in somewhat way, he's kind of an anti-hero if you think about it. I know it doesn't look like the way it's sometimes, but season 4 and also all the flashbacks season 3, you can definitely see he thinks he's doing what is the right thing to do, and that's one of the best things about John Kreese. And also, real quick, I have to say I also love Terry Silver. That Thomas and Griffin, the acting, everything about that character is just such amazing to watch. And but yeah, I love the whole show. I love every character that they created and in the Karate Kid and Cobra Kai, and I'm just super happy and great and about this universe. Sorry about that. I stocked out my camera, but I think let's wrap it up right here. Thank you, Watch Party, for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for coming and watching this video. Make sure to go check out Cobra Kai Zones and Watch Parties channel link in the description. And yeah, thank you guys for joining. So I'll see you guys all next time. And yeah, bye.